Hello, everyone. Welcome to At Ease, the show brought to you by RLC Veterans Assistance, right here in Las Vegas. Right now, Len Connell is our co-host or our host, but he's also the boss over at RLC Veterans Assistance, the CEO. RLC Veterans Assistance was set up to get benefits to people who deserve it, who served, and as Len always says, you serve, you deserve. Len Connell, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, Len. We really appreciate it.
Fantastic, Ron.
Tell us a little bit about RLC Veterans Assistance.
Yes, we have a much larger expanded audience than we're used to, so we have to sort of reintroduce ourselves. So I'm Len Connell now. I am what's called a veterans advocate. I am the person who helps veterans who have service-related disabilities from their service and the time they spent get their money from the government. Every veteran that's out there that served for 2 years in the military, has been told what to do, meaning deployed for 19 days, and didn't get a dishonorable discharge, can apply and receive up to $4,000 a month right out of the box for the time.
Tell us a little bit about RLC's Veterans Assistance, how it got started, and I think it was your dad,
My father, that's
who
right.
founded the whole thing.
Yep. It's named for Raymond Leonard Connell, who's my father. Now, you guys got to understand something. I'm a brat. I never served a day in the military, okay? We do have a badge. I'll bring it next week, right? I'm the dutiful follower around here, okay? And so is my mother and my sister. Now, my father was in the Korean War from 1948 to 1953, and he was in country for around a year and a half. My father was an air-sea rescue in the Air Force. So his job was, he got thrown in the Sea of Japan out of the side of a helicopter, and then he swam out to a fighter plane that was sinking in the Sea of Japan while people were shooting at him. And then he got the pilot out and put him in a little tiny dinghy life raft. And then this big plywood Navy plane that was lent to the Air Force called a PBY would land right next to them, cart them all in the planes. Then the plane had jet engines on it, strapped on the back, called jet assisted takeoff. So they could take off war speed. So they could whoosh, like this, okay? So anyway, all that over time damaged my father's hearing. So by the time my father was in the mid-70s, he was as deaf as a stone. So nobody helped him, nobody did anything for him. And I was just trying to get my father a pair of hearing aids. I went down to a Costco here. The guy that was going to sell him the hearing aids says, I'm the most honest guy you'll ever meet because your father's ears are dead. There's nothing there. So I'm going to send you to this veterans organization. You're going to go apply and you're going to get money. And I said, sounds good to me. I wasn't believing any of it, right? But I did the claim myself, not knowing anything at all about the military. And I got him the highest award possible. And then for the 11 months it took to get the claim done, they back paid my father. So the initial benefit was around $3,900 a month. This was done in 2018. They paid him for 11 months that it took at $3,900 a month. So the old man got $36,000 wired into his bank account. Now he's up to a little bit more than $5,000 because we got some.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And, you know, he's 93 and a half, he's deaf, he's got a couple little things wrong with him health-wise. My mother's still alive at 91, she's got Alzheimer's, and we're applying for benefits for her. We're probably around a year from putting him in a nursing home. We're right on the edge on that. But I'll tell you something, folks, if it wasn't for that extra money coming in, I would be sunk. Because it goes fast, you know. If you've ever taken care of a disabled person, a person at end of life or anything like that, all the little things you can do yourself don't happen anymore. So you pay money on having food delivered, having caregivers, having people come in, whatever else. So that money is a lifesaver for us. And one of the nice things about working with me and my staff is that I live caregiver of a disabled veteran every single day. You're talking to a guy that does it every single day.
And your mom is in her 90s as well.
Yes, and she has Alzheimer's, unfortunately, so I take care of her. So the way my day works, people that are out there, and hopefully this tends to lend to our credibility, is that I get up 8 o'clock in the morning. I feed my mother and father breakfast. I make them breakfast. Then we spend around 90 minutes watching a movie or something on TV so I can kind of keep them company and assess what their mental state is. By 11 o'clock, that's over. I get ready to go to work. I get relieved by a caregiver that I pay out of my pocket for. And she's there normally from noon until around 7 at night. So that's when I come and run the business and do all the things I have to do. And I'm normally back around 8 o'clock, but that's pretty much my schedule. And the nice part about it is that, when my mother and father get the money and I get the money, you gotta remember, I had no clue what I was doing. I was never in the service. Okay, my background is whole different. I just said to my father, if I can get you the top award there is for the rest of your life, I'm kind of duty bound to do it for other people.
Let me do a commercial for you here, Len. And when we come back, I want to hear more about how you established RLC Veterans Assistance, how many people that you've serviced, and so on. Just to remind you, if you would like to see what benefits you have coming, if you're a veteran from the military and you feel you have a disability when you were in the service, give us a call at 702-473-0410. Once again, 702-473-0410 or rlcvets.com, rlcvets.com. And if you want the www before that. Physical location, 1300 North Boulder Highway in Henderson. And also, and this is one of your busy locations,
Yes.
You're at the fantastic indoor swap meet at, Decatur and Okie.
Okay, yeah.
Decatur and Okie. So, Len, you started this business, 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, we started in 2019, and the first thing that I did was I grabbed a couple of former VA lawyers, and we traveled all over the United States just talking to generals, admirals, military organizations. We went to Washington just to find out the extent of this challenge with veterans getting their benefits. And if you've ever watched the movie JFK, where Kevin Costner starts interviewing all the witnesses to the JFK assassination, that's kind of how this is playing out. I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, I didn't know that was that bad. Well, my word, they're doing this and doing that. They're not doing this, they're not doing that. And so anyway, I did this for around 7 months before I even opened my doors. And I'm sitting in people in the Army would know this, Fort San Luis Obispo. It's near Pismo Beach, Central California. I'm in that Army base, and I just pull out a whole bunch of napkins, and I start writing out the business model of what eventually became RLC. But it was all put on napkins. So the form of the company is real easy. We create a person that's called a veterans advocate. Okay, a veterans advocate assists a veteran in preparing his or her disability claim. Okay, now unlike other countries, if you're a veteran and you suspect you have veterans disabilities, you just can't show up at the VA and go, hey, I think I got him. Okay, sounds good to me. Here's your vet. It doesn't work.
You got to go through the process.
Yeah, it's a process that's a cross between.
They make it easy.
Yeah, they don't make it easy, okay? It's a cross between fighting a traffic ticket and dealing with the IRS.
Now, we're going to take a break here in just a second, but you brought a guest with you who has been through with what you do at your company and is
That's
now
correct.
receiving benefits.
That's correct.
And her name is Heather, and we're going to bring her out in just a second. But we'll be right back right after this break.
Hey Vegas! Are you ready to kickstart 2025 with a bang? The Composer's Room is your go-to destination for Las Vegas entertainment. Every day is a celebration here. From live music to comedy shows to magic acts, the Composer's Room has the entertainment with the Las Vegas vibe. If you are feeling lucky, then try your hand at one of our hot video poker machines. Who knows, you may hit the jackpot. Are you feeling thirsty? Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you are a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are guaranteed to entertain your taste buds. And what's more, we've been voted best restaurant with live music. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Start celebrating 2025 in style at the Composer's Room. Our Vegas, our way.
And we're back on the show At Ease, the show from RLC Veterans Assistance that helps you, the veteran who has a disability, get the money that you deserve. With us right now is our guest, Heather. Heather, you are a veteran. Tell us a little bit about your military service.
Yeah.
And if you could come up to the microphone, yeah.
Oh, sure. I was a vocalist in the Marine Corps.
A singer in the Marine Corps?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll turn you into a lounge act here in Vegas as soon as we're done with the show.
So basically, my brother was infantry. The way that he went in infantry, and then he's like, I think you'd be a great rap. I never thought of myself as that, and I kind of checked it out, and just happened to be that right when I walked in, they had just announced that they decided for the first time ever in the Marine Corps they wanted a vocalist. Because it had been done in other branches.
Did you go through basic training as well?
Yes, I did.
And that must have been pretty rough.
Oh, yes.
Or not, was it?
No, it was terrible.
It is tough. The Marines, even if you're a female, it doesn't matter. You go through the same kind of training that the guys do?
Oh, yes. And actually, when I went in, it was the first I was in Delta Company. It was the first time they actually had integrated. I had to train along with guys. So, I was in a platoon of females, but we were, same company. We trained together. And
so you had to keep up?
It's there.
They didn't get cut, slack?
No. I thought they would, but no, they don't. Yeah.
So then what happened after that? You served and...
I did, my cases, it was really odd what happened. I had, my commanding officer, it was unusual, and I don't know, it's this whole long story, but, I ended, I had to get out,
I feel.
well, I don't know. I don't want to go into too much detail because I was in and I got out and I was told that I wasn't going to get any benefits. I had applied multiple times.
What was your disability?
It was PTSD.
PTSD,
Yes.
which is rampant throughout all the service branches when everyone gets out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty serious. So then what happened?
You mean once I got out, or you mean during?
After you got out and you realized that you had benefits coming, what did you do?
Oh, well, for the longest time I didn't, years went by because I applied and was told numerous times that, you don't, even though I had full documentation of everything, I was diagnosed, everything was there. Proof of everything, and I still just denied for everything, medical, disability, education, everything. And my mother, started working with Len, and
So she started with Len?
yes, and
I see.
the one that and I said no. I said I've been told numerous times, and I've been denied over and over and over. I didn't serve long enough, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and she said no, we can help you, we can, and so I eventually did. And, the process is kind of lengthy, but it happened. I eventually did. Yeah. Thanks to them.
That was smooth and easy, didn't take long?
There were a few bumps that I think maybe, overall, in the long run, because these things can take years sometimes. So I would say, maybe some cases are shorter. Mine took about 11 months. So.
Well, considering.
Yeah, so I would say,
How long was it from the time you got out and you received a check from the VA?
About 4 years.
About 4 years, but you really didn't, you chased it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I applied twice.
But your mom got a hold of Len at RLC. And things got moving, and after that, it went a little faster.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I wasn't hopeful. I was thinking, I'm like, I know you're making all these promises. I don't see it happening though. If I was already denied twice, and she said, no, there's things you don't realize. And she said, not only that, she said, even if you didn't have the proof, we could still get you benefits. But your case is so obvious and so laid out. And she was right. I was shocked. I really didn't think it was going to happen. But yeah.
We'll be right back with more with Heather about her time in the service and the great benefits that she received through RLC right after this.
Hey Vegas! Are you ready to kickstart 2025 with a bang? The Composer's Room is your go-to destination for Las Vegas entertainment. Every day is a celebration here. From live music to comedy shows to magic acts, the Composer's Room has the entertainment with the Las Vegas vibe. If you are feeling lucky, then try your hand at one of our hot video poker machines. Who knows, you may hit the jackpot. Are you feeling thirsty? Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you are a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are guaranteed to entertain your taste buds. And what's more, we've been voted best restaurant with live music. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Start celebrating 2025 in style at the Composer's Room. Our Vegas, our way.
And we're back. We're visiting with Heather. The show is called At Ease. It's the show for disabled veterans. If you have been disabled in the service, and if you think you have, you need to get in touch with RLC Veterans Assistance. Len Connell, he'll be back on in just a minute. The phone number is 702-473-0410 or rlcvets.com. Go to rlcvets.com and you can apply there and get the ball rolling. It didn't take long. I also receive benefits from the VA, just like Heather does. Not nearly the percentage she has. Mine is for just something as simple as ringing in the ears. And of course, I've lost a little bit of hearing based on my time in front of jet engines when I was in the service in 1961 to 1965. Oh, yes, I'm an old man. There's not much I can do about that, Heather. But yet, Len's company was so efficient. It was 90 days for me.
Wow.
And I received my first check on the first of the month, like yours, right? On the first of the month.
Right.
If the first is on a Saturday or Sunday, you get it on Friday. That's the way it works each time. Even got a raise this year as well, based on the cost of living.
Yeah.
So it went up just a little bit, but 2.5%.
Yeah.
So get a hold of us at RLC Veterans Assistance. Ask for Len Connell, 702-473-0410. Heather, yours is a great story. You have children.
I do.
How old? Tell us a little bit about the kids.
3.5 and 5 months. They 2 little girls.
Yeah.
They are precious. They're amazing. And, I have to say, the one thing, my time in the military, it was kind of what ended up happening. It was this really dark period, but at the same time, that's how I met my husband. So I met the love of my life. So it was like the worst time and the greatest time in my life, right at the same time. It was weird. But yes, I had, met him. And then
You met him he was in the service as well.
we trained together. Yeah.
He's also receiving benefits, is he not?
He's working on it. Yeah.
He's working on
Trying
it.
to get it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Is he with RLC?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your husband too could get benefits. Same thing, PTSD?
His and just a load of things. He was a aviation ordnance, so he was problems with the wrist, like loading heavy things, everything you can think of, honestly, everything. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear he's getting benefits as well, or getting them soon. That's fantastic. How much time did you spend in the service?
I was only for a year. Yeah.
A year is enough. If 1 minute, 1 minute's enough if something happens and you get hurt. I spent 4 years. I learned a lot. Did you felt the service was beneficial to you during your time?
I would say so overall.
Overall?
I mean, I'm glad I did it because, it tests you. You learn things about yourself, overall, I don't, yeah.
Yeah, you currently are just a household mom raising your babes? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Heather, we really appreciate you being here today. And we look forward to your future. I know it's going to be good. And you received some dollars, and maybe you should go back for more, Len is pretty generous over there. He does everything he can to help everybody get the money they deserve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was just the the beginning. I know there's more, especially the same kind of thing ringing in the ears, especially because, I was at the band. There's loud things all the time.
RLC Veterans Assistance, 702-473-0410. Thank you very much, Heather, for visiting with us here on the show. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with Len Connell right after this.
Hey, Vegas! Are you ready to kickstart 2025 with a bang? The Composer's Room is your go-to destination for Las Vegas entertainment. Every day is a celebration here. From live music to comedy shows to magic acts, the Composer's Room has the entertainment with the Las Vegas vibe. If you are feeling lucky, then try your hand at one of our hot video poker machines. Who knows, you may hit the jackpot. Are you feeling thirsty? Our tavern serves the best drinks in Vegas. Whether you are a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are guaranteed to entertain your taste buds. And what's more, we've been voted best restaurant with live music. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Start celebrating 2025 in style at the Composer's Room. Our Vegas, our way.
And we're back. We're here at RLC Veterans Assistance, and we're doing the show today in the studios of Hey Media. It's part of Hey Vegas TV. Hey Vegas TV is a live streaming service, and you're probably watching it now, so you know what I'm talking about. But Len, this is the first time that RLC Veterans Assistance has been on Hey Vegas TV, and now we're broadcasting all the way around the world, including Vietnam, Korea, South Korea though, and other areas of theaters of war where many of our veterans served, Afghanistan, Iraq, and even other places like that. Now I hear about Somalia. So the United States military is everywhere, and things can happen. And if they do, then you need to have them call you. Tell us a little bit more about your company, your services, and how many people have you helped?
The thing is that the country needs our services. And I'm glad you said what you said, because 8 out of 10 people who are currently serving in the military have neither a mother or a father who ever wore the uniform. So there's no mom and dad that says, this is the greatest thing for me, you really should do it, it's a family tradition, going because I did whatever else. They need to be sold on it. And one of the challenges, if you have 2 civilian parents, when we eliminated the draft, you were drafted, Ron, which I remember.
No, I was going to get drafted. So I ran down real quick and joined the Air Force so I wouldn't have to walk to the war. I could fly to it.
Exactly. So what happened was that for a better position, a lot of people, instead of just waiting for their number to get called.
Well, my dad threw me out of the house. I had to do something.
That's how my dad left, too.
He said, you can go to college, You can go into the service. You can get a job. You can go to vocational school, but you can get the hell out of here.
Yep.
And I had to leave the house. I was 18.
My father was sitting in jail when they recruited us. So anyway, that was very common too. So anyway, going back to when they eliminated the draft, the military made a promise. Madison Avenue came into it. It was this be all that you can be. We're going to take your child. We're going to take him and straighten him out, make him or her a good adult, teach them a marketable skill, teach them how to be organized. All the problems that you've had as a teenager are going to magically go away, and then after maybe 3 to 5 years, they're going to come back and they're going to be solid citizens, earning money, paying taxes, having kids, having families, and everything else. Well, guess what, America? That often but not doesn't happen. Generally, people that come out of the service face these service-related disabilities.
Yes, they do.
When you sign on the line and you raise your hand, you are there to serve the needs of the military. You're not there for a glamorized Tony Robbins self-improvement class that
No.
you were sold on.
Far from that.
So people like Heather, a perfect example, she thought she was going to go in and be a singer, and COVID hit, and what happened, unfortunately, was that they stuck her in the infantry.
We got to give Heather an audition here on my other show, my entertainment radio show that's on.
Sure.
And see how she does. I bet she sings terrific. We're out of time right now, Len. How about that? That went fast.
Yeah, sure did.
So give me some final words, and I'll wrap it up with the phone numbers.
Final words, and by the way, I own these 4 words, by the way. Remember, you served, you deserve. That's your money. $18 million was budgeted for your care rehabilitation. Go out and claim the money. Come see us if you need assistance.
Thank you, Len. Thank you, Heather. Thank you all for watching. I'm Ron Garrett. Remember, RLC Veterans Assistance is at 702-473-0410, or go online to rlcvets.com, rlcvets.com. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.